Hello, how you doing? This is the Morning Garden Show. I am here just to kind of give you some information what's going on here in Maryland. We have definitely had our share of rain. A lot of residents here in Baltimore, Maryland, as well as Baltimore City, feel like, my God, when is it going to end? Um, I just finished watching the news, maybe about 5 minutes ago. They just talked about the large amounts of rain that was in the Middle River area, if you're familiar with that area. Um, and it talks about some of the homes that they built in those areas that were underwater today. And this being the third and fourth time those homes have been completely flooded out, where the furnace and air conditioning system that's in the basement areas are completely underwater. And these people sold these houses knowing that the flood, line was there, but they sold them. Beautiful homes at first. They looked great. They were wonderful looking, and they were around the water area. Within, if not a few thousand feet, they were closer, and some were further away. But the houses have proven to go underwater when they're definitely confronted with large amounts of rain. But we've had roads here blocked due to rain today. We've had people rescued from cars due to rain today here in Maryland. And I must say that I was talking to two gardeners today, and they told me that they're experiencing slow growth to their plants. Um, One young lady was telling me that she has plants with blossoms, such as her pepper plants, but no fruit. She's had tomatoes with blossoms with no fruit. And I asked her a question: have you seen any bees in the area or anything like that? And she said, no, I've never seen too many bees around. So I said to her, well, that could be part of the issue right there. We're now in critical stages now of a shortage of bees here in Maryland. And I have to also look at my garden. I'm dealing with the same situation. So we're gonna learn how to get by this, because if we have to hand pollinate ourselves, and that's going to be the new trend here in Maryland, then that's what we'll do. But the situation here is pretty grim as far as the growth is. Some people are doing quite well, but they're in areas where they have their own beehives, and I've talked to people that said that that definitely makes a difference. I've talked about also getting some carpenter bees as part of your gardening strategy, because you can set up little nests in the area. They sell them everywhere. eBay, they sell them at Walmart. Carpenter bees, they sell them at Amazon, in fact, Amazon. And they will help with pollination in your location. Carpenter bees, the only difference is that they don't sting. So they're very timid kind of bee, but it pollinates, like the honeybee does. Um, I'm going to try to get out into my orchard sometime this week, but the rain, one thing I don't want to do is walk on my ground while it's still soaking wet. I don't want to compact the soil any more than what it already is. But I think that I'm definitely doing good with night crawlers. I see them out there a lot at night. They're mating. When you see the two ends together like that, um, they're doing their deal, and so that's a good sign. And I'm adding plenty of organic matter around my trees, and also in my garden. And in fact, I grow it myself. So I call it chop and drop. A lot of you have heard of it, and it does help out immensely. Oh, and I'm eating from my garden now. That feels good. Um, Eating from your garden is just a wonderful. The salad just tastes better when you've done your best to make it grow right. But you got to try some complete organic gardening, and it will definitely help out as far as the flavor is concerned with your tomatoes and cucumbers and watermelon, and you would definitely taste a much better. I call it a product, or you'll get much better results from your work input. Um, just remember, organic is not the only way to go, but I only go organic because I like it. It pays off, and I don't have to. And look, I've learned now not to uh, keep purchasing fertilizer, keep purchasing things that I can do without, because your garden will supply a lot of what you need right there. It'll supply. When I prune my trees, I used to wonder how would I get rid of this stuff. I don't worry about that anymore. I just simply cut it up into smaller pieces and place them around the root area of my fruit trees, and they will decay, and they will also feed the biology in that area. That's the way you do it. That's the way nature does it. Nature always does it the easiest, most simplest way. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. Nature will always do the best and safe way to grow what it needs to grow. And the thing about it is, plants' whole job, they're like a pump. They pump all these nutrients out of the ground. And once they pump those nutrients out into their trunks, out through their branches, and into their leaves, and in the fall, they drop those leaves. And when they drop those leaves, what are they doing? They're feeding the earth in that area, which in turn feeds them. So plants were here long before we came on the scene, and plants are there to create life, and that's what they do. This whole function is to create life, and it is important that we understand how these plants function, and we don't have to always. I used to, you cut the grass and you cut the weeds around the tree, and you realize you're actually just setting the tree back. Now, what I do, uh, because some people remove those things from around the trees, they remove them. I don't remove them. What I do is I cut, and once I cut, I take the material and I mulch around my trees. I mulch around my plants. It's a wonderful thing, folks. It's a wonderful thing. I just love gardening, and I'm getting really excited now because fall is coming up, and it'll be here before you know it. I already have everything I need, all my seeds and everything, um, and I will be making certain that I get into that and get started early enough so that I can have some success. This has been the Morning Garden Show. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.